Yo, if you thought the dark, twisted shores of Neverland couldn't get any more dangerous or intoxicating, Nikki St. Crowe has completely cranked the heat and the stakes into an absolute overdrive. The Dark One is the scorching second installment of the vicious Lost Boys series, and it is a breathtakingly raw, adult reimagining of Peter Pan, where the villains completely rule the shadows. The story picks up right in the devastating, high-tension fallout of Book 1. Our fierce, resilient heroine Winnie Darling has been violently torn away from her dark, possessive captors and brought straight into the glittering, deceptively beautiful court of the Fae King. But Winnie isn't a damsel waiting around to be rescued. She is actively learning how to survive the lethal politics of the Fae elite while harboring a deep, visceral desperation to return to her boys. The vibe is ruthless urban gothic fantasy meets an unapologetically obsessive multi-POV romance. The narrative focuses heavily on the broody, terrifying king of Neverland himself, Cass. Cass is a calculating, shadow-wielding ruler who would gladly burn the entire island to ash if it meant keeping Winnie safe. His dynamic with Winnie and the rest of the Lost Boys is a high-voltage, dark reverse harem masterpiece built on a touch-her-and-you-die foundation. As Cass and the boys launch a brutal, bloody crusade across the boundary lines to reclaim their queen, a massive, ancient magical conflict begins to boil over, threatening to strip Neverland of its wild magic permanently. It's a story about reclaiming agency, the allure of the dark, and found family devotion among monsters. Nikki St. Crowe's prose is incredibly fast-paced, sharp, and dripping with decadent atmosphere, ensuring there is absolutely zero filler. This audiobook is a total addictive binge listen because the narrators perfectly contrast the raw, deep growls of the Lost Boys with Winnie's evolution into a fierce, defiant survivor who embraces her own inner darkness. Trust me, if you want a fairy tale retelling that favors absolute danger and high-heat tension over sweet lullabies, this book is the GOAT.